What's up, family? This is Marseille, aka the Property Pastor, coming at you with another video. Today we want to talk to you about a new property that we just purchased, and we purchased this duplex here in the great city of Newport News, Virginia. And actually, I purchased this from a friend of mine who's another investor. He's a wholesaler, and he had, just kind of tired of it, so he wanted to focus on his strengths, which are in the wholesaling game, whereas my strengths are more in the buy and hold game. So this is a duplex we just purchased. We actually utilized one of the tenets of my CREAM investing strategy that I'm employing during these times of COVID. And the very first C is the whole concept of being creative. So we actually purchased this property using creative financing. And this is where we're buying this property on something that we call a lease purchase. So the way that all works is that we're essentially signing a lease agreement with the seller for a given period of time. For this one, we're going to do this for about 5 years. And we're basically going to go and sublease the property. And at the end of that time, we're going to actually purchase the property. The pretty cool part about the whole thing is that over time, we're going to be getting that debt pay down. So once the 5-year term is up or whatever, as the amortization schedule drops down over that 5 years, that'll be our purchase price, right? So the nice part about it is we're going to be able to step into this property only dropping 5% down, whereas you guys know that typically when you buy a property, you're going to be dropping 20%. Even in some markets on the commercial side, it could be up to 25. So nice thing is we got a very low barrier of entry. We're cash flowing right away. I'm actually in the downstairs unit, which currently is vacant. We're getting ready to be turning that unit over and getting a tenant in here, but somebody's on the upstairs, so we will not go in the upstairs unit. But like I said, the cool part is we're doing a lease purchase, right? So I've done other videos talking a little bit about lease options, and this is something that I've just started utilizing here in 2020, especially during COVID, especially as my portfolio has grown, and I'm seeing more opportunities out here to utilize creative financing. That's going to be things like sub-twos. There's going to be things like lease options, and also seller finance. I've done many seller finance deals, and I love seller financing. But this is my first actual lease option type of property. So with the lease option, you may be aware you can do basically a wholesale lease option. You can do a sandwich lease option, which is probably the most popular. And then there's also a lease purchase. So today we're doing a lease purchase, and we're going to do another video just running through what those numbers look like. But like I said, we basically have signed a lease purchase agreement with our seller. We'll record what we call a memorandum of option, basically just to do what they call cloud the title, so that if anybody who tried to sell or whatever the case might be, the title will be clouded, because basically what we're doing, and this is what they call control without ownership, which is kind of a neat concept, because at the end of the 5 years, let's say, for example, worst case, things don't work out, I just give the property back, right? And not that we would do that, but if worst case, that's always our last ditch exit strategy if things don't actually work out with the property. So lease options are pretty cool. I would encourage you guys to read up on them, study up on them, because they're a really nice way to get into real estate investing if you don't have that traditional 20 to 25% down payment. Those really make real estate hard to get into, but this is one of those things that you can actually jump into with a low barrier of entry. So like I said, we're buying this for 5% down, so for a few $1,000s, and with the cash on cash return that we're going to see, our money will be paid off. We'll have our money back in probably less than a year, which is really nice. So you typically, if I'm seeing a 20% cash on cash return, that's a great investment. Here we're looking at 100, so that's fantastic. So let's take a look real quick. I'm actually standing in the living room area, so we'll kind of pan around so you guys can see. So this is the living room portion of the property, front door right there, and let's work our way down. Kind of take a look. Hope you don't get dizzy walking with me. This is actually this is actually a 2-bed, 1-bath unit, so it'll rent decent. I mean, this is not what I consider a or B class neighborhood, but it's a decent spot. It's not too bad. So basically, we got 2 bedrooms. This is just kind of a washer dryer area. Right here, this is the kitchen. You kind of see behind me. We'll walk in here. There's the kitchen area. Right here, we got just basic necessities. You got one interesting thing is the dryer is actually in the kitchen, but that's what it is. So we got a countertop area, we got a refrigerator, all that kind of good stuff. We walk over this way, we can actually see, here's one of the bedrooms right here behind me. We got our bathroom right there. I won't take y'all in there because it's got a loud ceiling fan. And then right over here is the other the bedroom. So make sure I don't trip when I'm calling here. But here's the second bedroom. So this is a nice 2-bedroom, 1 bath. Upstairs is pretty much the same thing. But again, this is the unit that we just purchased actually earlier today. So we're setting up so we can go ahead and market the property, get another tenant in here, and do what we got to do and keep on cash flowing. So basically, when all the numbers shake out, we should cash flow probably about another maybe 400 or so a month after property management and all that stuff comes out. So that's not bad. You know, it's not bad to pick up an asset where you can, from day one, you know, jump in another $400 or so of cash flow with a low barrier of entry. So if you got questions on how lease options work, drop them in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to answer them for you. You know, if I don't have the answer, I'll get it for you. You know, there's a lot of folks who are gurus and really know their stuff when it comes to lease options. I'm just starting to foray into them a little bit this year in 2020, but you know, it's a really good way to get started if you know how to work them the right way. So y'all keep networking, keep grinding. I wish you nothing the best on your first deal, your second deal, your third deal, whatever it looks like for you. But God bless you. Stay safe out there. And until the next video, make sure you do like and subscribe to our channel. We are bringing new content to you on a very regular basis. And hey, God bless you guys. Stay safe. Love you much. Property Pastor signing off. God bless.